GT86 2JZ 950 horsepower through the gears. Comes Jack Shanahan. Interestingly said to me that he took the end plates off the spoiler this weekend to help the car initiate and transition. And look at this, right to the edge of the circuit. Shanahan fires and throws that car around Riga. Now on the throttle all the way to the edge of the circuit, but doesn't get as deep into the outside zone as we'd like to see. And he's messed up, he's missed that outside zone. As Shanahan drags the handbrake and gets the back of that GT86 into this long last outside zone. Spoiler hangs over as he brings it across the line.
I'm not what we were expecting from a former king of Riga.
No, yeah, the former king of Riga. I expected since we were 92.5 on his first qualifying score. What can he do now? Slams through the gears as he pedals that 2JZ Toyota GT86. A nice flick across the circuit on the handbrake, now settled perfectly into that outside zone. Shanahan completely smokes out the drone, the camera, the whole lot as he fires it through. Down he looks to go super wide and collects his outside zones. Big angle thrown on from Shanahan as he fires it into this last outside zone. Spoiler over the wall as Shanahan's in the zone. Dial takes the cone down with the end of the spoiler on the wall across the line.
I think it's his favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
I really do. I know they will
just hunt down that championship once again. He slams that BMW E46 into gear. The M50 turbo rumbles as Shanahan puts that GT86 into gear and comes off the line through the gears. Both guys not messing around. Jack Shanahan to lead out. Oliver Randler as they fire in. Nice lead line, little wander there from Shanahan though as he flicks to this outside zone, and Randler is all over the place in the middle of the circuit as Shanahan puts foot to floor, fires that car where it needs to be. Look at this. Shanahan's got that car turned up to 100 as he gets it into the outside zone. Oliver Randler can't hang with the Irishman as he now goes for the front wheel, goes for the door, but it could be too much too late.
Wow, I don't. Did you see in that transition? It almost looked like there might have been contact.
He wants it. He's hungry for it. Comes off the line. Look at this from Shanahan. No messing around. He almost overtakes Oliver Randler as they run through the gears down towards initiation. Jack Shanahan's going to tuck into formation and fire in behind Oliver Randler. As Randler now sticks it to the outside zone, wheel to wheel, door to door as they fire through again. Shanahan can't be shaken though as Randler looks for that perfect lead line. He goes nice and wide. Shanahan through the smoke, still there, still in hunt as they come down. Oh, up onto the curb goes Randler and almost contact as they get into this final outside zone. Shanahan takes for a minute, now dives up onto the rear wheel, onto the front wheel, onto the door.
Yeah,
I was ready to get this underway, bangs the car into gear, gets the anti-lag pop and starts to creep off the line as Shanahan gets the green light to go, and we're off through the start line down through the gears as Shanahan flicks that 2JZ Toyota GT86 into the outside zone. A lot of guys doing the same mistake over and over. I'm not sure what's changed down there as Orion Nielsen now looks for the side of that GT86 as Shanahan's up on the gravel, manages to hold on to it, fires it through, and it's a mess from Shanahan, but Orion Nielsen deals with it as Shanahan reclaims it, gets back into this outside zone, puts a bumper and spoiler to the wall and across the line. Here we go, off the line comes Orion Nielsen to lead out Jack Shanahan. Spot and top 8 waits for one of these drivers who's going to be taking it through to battle Cherba as Orion Nielsen fires it in an early initiation from Jack Shanahan. He's high up on the door of Orion Nielsen's Toyota Sora as they fire through. Look at this from Shanahan, tries to hustle and bustle, and now Orion Nielsen goes wide and puts it into a spin. It's a complete replica, a complete same mistake.
Well, I mean, for Uran, I feel like he steered into it a little bit more. It looked like he wasn't going to be able to make the inside zone and had to unwheel the car bit to try and push out to it, and then that's when...
Now gets ready to go, slams that Eurofire into gear. Jack Shanahan ready to lead him out. They pop off the line with the green light, through the gears they go. As Jack Shanahan runs them down. He now fires the car to angle very deep, but Cherba goes way wide. He's on the inside and he shuts it down. Goes for a re-initiation, but Shanahan is up and gone. Big angle thrown on by Shanahan, but he misses the outside zone. Now gets himself into it as Shanahan puts foot to floor, drives away from Benedictus Cherba.
That was wild on both accounts because Jack...
As we get him off and ready to go through the gears comes Benedictus Cherba to lead out Jack Shanahan as they hammer down and go for a big flick, and Shanahan goes for it a little earlier than Cherba, and Cherba fires away, starts to drive away from Jack Shanahan as he pops through the smoke. Shanahan now trying to rein in Benedictus Cherba as they go wide for the outside zone. Shanahan shortcuts the circuit. Cherba with a point to prove right now as he flicks that car to wall, and there might be separation, but there's no shaking. Jack Shanahan is still in the fight as he puts it to the door now across the line.
Very, very interesting for a couple reasons. One,
he's excited, he's happy, but he knows Peter, he knows he's a steely competitor, and he knows he has to push 110%. But Shanahan's got the flair, the style. He comes off the line to chase down the Polish champion, the man that everyone wanted to hunt down for many, many years, the former king of Riga as they fire in. Shanahan goes to the door of Vajcek, and they mirror the angle, and look at this, door to door on the transition. Vajcek goes for that nice wide line as he puts that car right where it needs to be. Shanahan through the smoke as Vajcek pushes the car right to the edge of the circuit, back on the transition, into the outside zone as Vajcek puts the bumper to the wall, and Shanahan goes for wheel of door across the line.
Piotr just looks absolutely unstoppable.
But wait for the green light to go. Shanahan comes off the line and through the gears, and Vajcek's not going to let him get away. He would have been on the radio to the spots saying, I need to be on the door, you need to be all over it. A big initiation from Shanahan, but he's going to fall out of the outside zone. Back into it once again as he fires through. There's no shaking the Polishman though. Look at this, he's up on the inside, he's tucked onto the door as he punches through the smoke. Through, mirrors the angle, mirrors the line. Wow, Vajcek is on an absolute flyer right now as he goes for the side of Shanahan's GT86, knows it's a super closer than before, and across the line.
Oh my gosh,
I was on the podium last weekend in America. He's riding that wave, he's feeling that luck, the rub of the green, the Irish. Can it come through this weekend? Can he claw some points back in this year, in this championship? They come off the line and through the gears and down to initiation as Bertans fires it in. There's no shaking Shanahan with angle because he's the master of it this weekend as Shanahan pops through the smoke, looks for the side of that BMW as they fire. Shanahan gets it into the wall. Lost into the smoke. Shanahan left in a cloud of dust as Nicholas Bertans puts the back end of that BMW to the wall across the line.
Another wild series of events, and we've had these incidents happen